out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go! White 90!
Off play action. Murray sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Murray, room to run past midfield. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice ground. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st and 10, Murray flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake. Murray. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Past the 20. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Murray now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 18, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. On 1st down, Murray. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeWayne Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 63 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murray flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I
love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little juke. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offense?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Back to throw. Murray being chased out left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Lamar Miller, 54 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking to throw. Murray. Now he's going to let him. He's got his man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Off-play action. Murray rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw again. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down. Murray. Step. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. C.J. Mosley able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. To throw on second down. Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He's going to field this at the 4. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Murray eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it.
And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. On 1st down, Murray forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on second down. Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Murray. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go. 190.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray setting up the screen for Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Murray flushed out right. He finds Beckham complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murray under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
He'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 3rd down, Murray flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray, he's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
Flex round. Flex round.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Flex round. Flex round.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side going to be complete to Moss. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Longacre in there to to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun. Murray flushed out right. Open man right side is Ingram. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On 1st and 10, Murray dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. On 1st down, Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.